So Rob, we all grew up with incandescent lighting. That's the old-fashioned light bulbs that are being phased out now, and people are using LEDs. The great thing about incandescent lighting is it was always consistent. The color temperature was always the same. It never changed. With LEDs though, when an LED manufacturer makes them, they're all different. And that's one thing you've got to be careful of, because sometimes they can be warmer, sometimes they can be cooler, sometimes they can be dimmer, brighter, and even some of them are even green. It's horrible. Yeah. Nobody wants those, and those LEDs are sold very, very cheaply. So what you got to be careful of is, if you're going to buy something that's using LEDs, just make sure you use a good quality brand such as Moda Light.
Yep.
Every time that we make LEDs, they're all consistent, they're all the same, and you're going to get a good, stable product.
Got it. So brand really does matter, especially the quality of the lighting in your home.
Yes, it does.
Typically, our customers are purchase, multi-million-dollar homes or build multi-million-dollar homes, and they have a vision.
Yep.
And more often than not, lighting or bad lighting can ruin that vision or their overall look on how they projected it to look. So what Moda does is we bring a high-quality LED to kind of bring that picture to life.
Got it. So that's awesome. You bring up a phenomenal point, because these people that are building homes, over in the Summit right now, or Skya, McDonald Highlands, the Ridges, they're spending upwards of $5 to $10 million to build these incredible masterpieces, with the finest of finishings and custom furnishings and woodwork and materials. But I get it, like lighting is quite an afterthought, and if the home doesn't have the right lighting, it's sort of it doesn't have its best luster, so to speak. That art piece or that couch that was custom made or that stone that was imported, you spend an incredible amount for, just doesn't pop, so to speak. So we understand how lighting's important, but why Moda Light? What makes your lights better, so to speak, than the other light that's out there?
So one of the biggest things is our LEDs.
Okay.
We use a high-end phosphor mixture, and it gives you nice quality and light. We don't take the cheap way, and so therefore the overall performance and the after effect of your application is right on par.
So can you give us a little sneak peek about this project you're working on that has to do with circadian rhythm and lighting?
Yeah, so circadian rhythm is basically the sun rises, the sun sets. The color that the sun gives out changes all day long. So in the mornings it's very warm, middays it has a lot of blue hues to it, and at sunset it also becomes very warm again. That natural change of light actually really does affect us as humans, and even animals too.
Yep.
So we're actually making lighting fixtures that does exactly the same thing the sun does in a 24-hour period. It follows the cycle of the sun.
That's really exciting, because I'm definitely a health nut. I'm a rock climber myself, and I like to kind of study up on how to improve and get stronger and also recover. And just one of the recurring themes in all these books and podcasts is just the importance of your own circadian rhythm, which is getting good sunlight in the morning, getting out, maybe even going for a walk and just getting 10 minutes of good sunlight, especially if you're working inside.
Yeah.
And as the day goes on, closer to the evening, cutting out blue light and ultimately transitioning into a proper evening lighting.
Yeah.
So you can, because what it's doing is preparing your body for a good night's sleep, and without a good night's sleep, we know how the results of that. So it's really neat to see and hear these nuances of what lighting really is and the importance it plays in your life, and how you guys are developing the products too. It's
incredibly important, and quite often it's overlooked.
Well, what inspired you to create this? How did you even think of the idea?
Well, we're always thinking of the next step. What's next? What's next? And it makes total sense that why don't we, even in residential applications, that we can actually have circadian rhythm lighting. And it's not that difficult to do. If you have technology and you can do the color shift that we can do, you just need to basically put it together.
Exciting. Well, appreciate you taking the time today. Thanks.